I was trying to fall asleep the other night, listening to an RPG podcast as I usually do, and I got to thinking, if I could play a Shadowdark one-shot with any 5 people, living or dead, who would I pick to be at the table? Essentially, who would be on my Shadowdark Dream Team? Hi! I'm Michael from Night Noon Games, and I want to ask you that very same question. As I'm going through my list, think about the 5 people who would be on your Shadowdark Dream Team for playing a one-shot. Why is that? Because I want to challenge you to record your own video, write a blog, post on Twitter, journal, or even just leave down there in the comments who your 5 people would be and why. Alright, on to my list. Number 1. The first thing that came to mind when I was thinking about this was that I think I need someone there from my real life to experience this with me. And I gotta say, I think that real life person needs to be my partner, Kim. I know she'll probably give me a bit of a hard time for saying this, and that's totally fair, but it was pretty close between her and my other D&D buddy, Elliot. But I figure since Elliot and I are going to GaryCon in March, Kim would get to come along to this fantasy Shadowdark game. It's only fair. Plus, you know, I love her and all that stuff. Number 2. The next thing that I thought of was it would be fun to have someone that sort of fits a fantasy archetype already. And the first thing that flashed into my mind was a bard. But not just any bard, but the bard. That's right, I'm talking about William Shakespeare. If old Bill really was a single, real person, I'd really love to see how he could apply his storytelling techniques to weave a tale and use his mastery of language to come up with the quickest of witticisms, and then play act as well as if he were in one of his own tragedies. Number 3. Okay, so this was actually the last person that I thought of when I was coming up with this Shadowdark Dream Team, and when it came to mind, I genuinely teared up a little bit at the thought, since this person is so beloved by so many people and missed so much, including by myself. I think it would be such a great time to play Shadowdark with Robin Williams. We all know that Robin was a master of humor, he was quick-witted, and he could easily jump from character to character. And each one of them would be totally and completely unique. And for those reasons, I very much almost decided at the last minute to say that he should be the DM, but I think Robin would actually be better off as a fellow player. Something about being sort of an equal with him as a player at the table, I don't know, it just feels like it would be something really special. Okay, so as I thought more and more about this, I realized that I should probably pick a player to be a substitute in case one of the other people that I'm picking for my literal dream team can't make it for some cosmic reason or something. So, number 3.5. Elliot, you're my backup, buddy. If someone else can't make it, you're the first person that I'm texting. Number 4. Another thought that I had was I think I'd want to put someone else at the table who I really admire and look up to within the industry. And every week I listen to the Lazy RPG podcast by Mike Shea. It's entertaining and it's such a great resource, and I would love to play with him. Now, I'm not making him the DM of this. If this was a game of 5e, absolutely. I think Mike Shea would be my number 1 choice for the person to DM a session of 5e for me, because that is his jam, and I totally want to experience him being in his element. But I think in this case, since he's sort of new to Shadowdark as well, it would be really fun to be a player along with him and ask him questions and sort of try to see through his eyes and understand how he sees the game, because I know he sort of has that great mind for mechanics and storytelling, and I'd love to be able to learn more about the game along with him. Number 5. I can hear you thinking to yourself, Michael, if it isn't Mike Shea who's going to DM, who will it be? Will it be Matt Mercer? Maybe Brendan Lee Mulligan? You like weird indie games? Is it going to be Nate Tremaine? Certainly, it must be Gary Gygax himself. No, my friends, those and others like them, they're masters of different games. This game that we're playing is Shadowdark. If I were to plunge into the darkness of this table that I've selected with my partner Kim, William Shakespeare, Robin Williams, my buddy Elliot if someone couldn't make it, and Mike Shea, I would want the mind behind Shadowdark leading us down. It might sound like I'm kissing ass here, but I would absolutely pick Kelsey Dione to be the DM in my dream team. fantasy, Shadowdark, one-shot scenario. Nobody knows this game that I've fallen in love with very quickly better than Kelsey does. And that's because not only did she write it, but she also attuned it to her own style of play and her own attitudes and opinions and experiences and preferences for a game that we widely call Dungeons & Dragons. It's her game, and she made it for herself first and foremost, so I think she's got to be the best person out there to run this one-shot. Alright, that's the 5.5 people that I've drafted into my Shadowdark Dream Team. What are yours? Again, I want to challenge you to make a video, write a blog, tweet an X, write in your journal, or leave down below in the comments who the 5.5 people would be on your Shadowdark Dream Team. If you want to see more videos from me, like this video and make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also sign up for my newsletter, and I'll send you some free Dragon Tail lore for your troubles. The link is just down below in the description, where you can also find links to my Instagram and itch page. I really hope to be seeing or reading about your Shadowdark Dream Team soon. Until then, stay inspired and keep those dice rolling. Thanks for watching. Oh, and P.S. to the rest of my regular D&D group, our group chat in my phone is literally labeled DnDream Team, so I hope you guys know that you're the real Dream Team. Love you guys. Thanks again for watching.